Today we're diving into the wonderful story of Nutty's golden acorn. We're going to break it down to get to its really powerful message about community spirit and, that invisible magic that really holds us all together. This single question, it's really at the heart of the entire story, isn't it? It's asking us to think about how even the smallest gestures can have these huge ripple effects. So let's keep that in the back of our minds as we jump into the world of Evergreen Forest.
All right, so our journey kicks off in the absolutely beautiful Evergreen Forest. It's a place just buzzing with excitement for Christmas. And right in the middle of it all is our main character, a young squirrel named Nutty, who's about to find himself on a pretty unexpected quest.
So let's meet the main players here. We've got Nutty, and his curiosity is really what gets the ball rolling. And then you have his friends, Penny the Robin and Benny the Badger. They're perfect because they represent the anxiety that's starting to creep into the community. It's their worry that really sets up the problem Nutty feels like he has to solve.
And here is the thing that starts it all. This mysterious, glowing golden acorn just appears. Now, at first glance, you think, okay, this is it. A magical solution, a quick fix for whatever's wrong. But as we're about to find out, its real purpose is so much deeper than that.
Of course, every good story needs a conflict, and here it is. That cheerful, festive vibe in the forest is suddenly threatened, and it really starts to mess with the peace and joy that holds this whole community together.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you see the forest how it's supposed to be, just sparkling and full of life. But on the right, that sparkle is fading away, and it's being replaced by this cloud of worry. This isn't just about some Christmas lights, It's a perfect picture of their community spirit just dimming. And this is Nutty's big moment. He's completely convinced that this acorn has all the power they need to fix everything, so he steps up. It's that classic hero's call to action, right? He just wants to help his friends and bring back the joy they've lost.
So, this search for an easy fix, it actually leads them to the story's real turning point. The quest brings Nutty and his friends to this source of ancient wisdom, and they're about to learn that the problem isn't at all what they thought it was.
Their journey takes them to the Yule Oak, which is basically the magical heart of the entire forest. And this isn't just a walk in the woods, it's symbolic. They're moving toward the core of the problem and to the true nature of their community.
And here it is, the first major aha moment, courtesy of the wise old owl. The problem isn't something external. The magic isn't broken, it's just being blocked by the community's own feelings, by their doubt and their worry.
This is huge. The solution has to come from inside them. The owl's advice isn't some magic spell, it's a call to change their perspective. They don't need to find magic, they need to make it themselves, through their own actions. It's all about them taking back control.
And this just brilliantly pulls it all together. That golden acorn, it was never the cure. It was just a catalyst, an object meant to give them a little hope and push them to act together. The real power was always, always within them.
So, armed with this totally new understanding, the community gets to work. And their solution has nothing to do with some external magic object. It's all about the very real power of everyone working together.
And they come up with this fantastic plan. It's not about one big, grand gesture. It's about a bunch of small, meaningful actions. They organize a big party to reconnect, they encourage sharing stories and laughing to fight off all that worry, and they focus on being kind to generate that positive energy.
This right here is the core of the solution. It wasn't just Nutty's quest anymore. Everyone was a part of it. Every shared story, every laugh, every little gift. It all added another spark to this growing flame of community spirit. It's a perfect example of how you build social bonds. Actively, not passively.
Okay, so all of this work, all of this coming together, it all builds to the story's climax. This is where we see the real, tangible result of their actions, and where the true lesson becomes crystal clear.
So as the community's joy just hits its peak, the acorn, that little catalyst, it bursts into light. But what's really magical is the Yule Oak's reaction. The tree, the very heart of the forest, physically reflects the community's renewed spirit with this incredible cascade of light.
And the result? The lights don't just come back on, they come back brighter than they ever were before. This is so important. It shows that the magic they generated themselves through friendship and kindness is way more powerful than what they had to begin with. It's a beautiful picture of what happens when a group believes they can accomplish amazing things together.
So what is this heart of Christmas the owl was talking about? Well, it's not a physical thing you can hold. It's that intangible but incredibly powerful connection. It's the love and kindness shared within a community. That's the stuff that turns a group of individuals into a real community.
So let's boil this all down. What's the real takeaway here? First, the acorn was just the spark, not the fire. Second, the true magic came from everyone's love and generosity, all combined. And that means the greatest gift wasn't some glowing nut, it was reaffirming their friendships. Ultimately, the story shows us that actively sharing joy is what keeps a community's spirit going strong.
And this leaves us with one last thing to think about. Nutty's Golden Acorn is more than just a cute story. It's really a blueprint for action. It makes you ask the question, what dimming lights, what fading spirits can we rekindle in our own lives, in our own communities, just by coming together with a little kindness and joy?